La 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 la.
Keep going, keep going.
La 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 la.
I love it.
This might be Gilmore Girls.
It was perfect.
I mean, if you close your eyes.
We are in Stars Hollow. I know so much about Gilmore Girls just from like TikTok. I've seen a couple episodes, but I never have watched it all the way through. I think we'll get into it. I think this year might be my year that I finally.
Sophie,
What? You haven't watched it?
I'm shook.
I haven't.
That's crazy.
I've seen. I think I started at season 1 a couple years ago, and I watched like 3 episodes, and I was like, "This is so cute," but I don't know. I just
like
never
not your thing.
Followed through. And usually like my TV watching time is always with Josh in the evening, and like he doesn't care about Gilmore Girls, you know? So unless I'm like watching it in the background as I go about my day, it's not gonna happen.
And you're normally listening to audiobooks during that time. So like
Exactly. I'm either listening to audiobook or podcast.
I never liked, is it called sitcoms? Like I didn't like the shows like Friends, and I don't want to get attacked, but I just like
I'm the same.
I just can't connect. Like it's hard for me to connect to Friends. Like I want like the deep drama. Yeah, I don't like the laugh track. I don't like that each episode like could stand alone. Like no. I want it so connected to everything else, you know? So I didn't think I was going to like Gilmore Girls, and I watched a couple episodes and I was just like there's no depth to this. But then everyone in my life pretty much was like watch it, like give it a chance, watch a few more episodes. So I think after I sat there and I was like I'm going to commit to 4 episodes, like sitting here watching all the way through. And then eventually then it all comes together, and it is the best show in the world. Like now I'm a super fan. I went to Stars Hollow, like obsessed. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We love. But
where do you go?
I get it.
Is it in like
well, I didn't
Hollywood?
go to the actual town in Connecticut.
Brothers.
I went to the Warner Brothers thing.
Okay.
And I went in Christmas. And they had it set up.
I remember you doing this. I remember this now.
Yeah. They were doing a Christmas extravaganza, and it was actually themed to Gilmore Girls. And they had, like, you could go inside and you could get a coffee. And all the branding said Luke's Coffee. You could go inside, like, the school. And I don't know, you could go through Rory's house, and it was a gift shop. Everything was so the cutest ever. My mom and I were almost, like, tearing up throughout it. It was the best. We stayed there for hours. You could stay unlimited amount of time, and we made it our thing. Like we were just sitting there, it started raining, we're like eating pretzels and coffee and just like wouldn't leave. It was the best. That is
so sweet. I love that.
I love that.
They play the music, like that little song that SG was singing, they play it while you're walking around, and you're just like, oh, like it's the most magical experience. And they hand out bends that say like Team Luke or not Luke, like team the different Jess, I'm blanking out. Team Jess,
Dean.
Yeah.
Who all are you team?
Obviously Jess. There's no other option.
I think we got into this on our Summer I Turned Pretty episodes, remember? And I think there's even like a clip on TikTok of us talking about this, that you guys are on opposite Rory's boyfriends teams.
Wait, so you're not Team Jess?
No.
Oh my God. Oh, that's right. I said I couldn't trust you. Like,
because I am
100%. I remember that.
You're like, that's why I don't trust you.
Questionable, toxic choices.
Logan Huntsberger is perfect. I love him.
So we need you to watch the show and settle the debate.
We need you to be the
debate.
Good. I feel like you're going to be like Dean. It's just like Dean is like this scum.
Is Logan the bad boy or something?
No. Logan is like giving kind of like Chuck Bass kind of energy in a way, I would say.
But like not Chuck Bass.
Not Chuck Bass.
Actually horrible.
But he's not horrible. He's just like misunderstood, and he gets his life together, and then he's like, he loves Rory so much.
Okay. I don't want to spoiler alert. Does she choose one at the end? But don't tell me who it is.
No, we can't tell you anything about that.
Shoot. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, I'm excited for that journey. I'm going to go
Went down a rabbit hole, but it was worth it.
I like starting off the podcast with that Gilmore Girls rabbit hole. I think people will love it because people love that show. And hopefully I will soon. Okay, guys. We are doing a fall themed episode, welcoming in fall. I'm feeling the fall feels. Today's the first day that I'm actually like fully in it. The pumpkin spice latte is out at Starbucks. I've already had one. I couldn't be happier. By the way, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Sophie, and I'm here with my girlies.
I'm SG.
I'm Isa.
I actually had my first pumpkin beverage, but it was not from Starbucks. I had a pumpkin pie latte from my favorite coffee shop in Knoxville, like my favorite pumpkin place to get coffee. I couldn't believe they already had it out. And it was so crispy chilly the morning we went. Like I was wearing a long sleeve shirt and I was like, I wish I had on pants. Like it was so perfect. The leaves already were getting like tinges of yellow. It was magical.
Oh my gosh.
It was so special.
I love that for you. That sounds
amazing.
Really magical. Wow. Okay, should we kick off our Jolly Drinks corner? Since we're already talking
before
about
I drink
pumpkin
it
coffee?
all. I feel like our drinks don't even make it.
I know. Same. Okay, well, mine's not much to look at, except it's in a cute pumpkin mug.
I love that mug.
Thank you. It's just from
So
Home
cozy.
Goods. I couldn't believe how cute because it's
Oh,
kind of hard
it's
to find
giving
cute mugs at Home Goods.
Oh yeah, literally.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
So cute.
It's a pumpkin spice latte, but I homemade my own pumpkin sauce.
Wait, no. You have to tell us the details. I need to know everything about this.
The easiest thing ever. 3 ingredients. It's just pumpkin puree, sweetened condensed milk, and pumpkin pie spice. I can like post it on our Instagram or something. It's so easy and it tastes so good. So it's just that. It's a decaf espresso because we're recording in the evening. Decaf espresso, my homemade pumpkin sauce, and then whole milk. I'm a whole milk girl these days.
Me too.
I love that. I'm also having a pumpkin coffee. I'm just doing like decaf coffee and then the Chobani oat creamer situation. It's not really like technically a creamer. It's just like an oat milk, but it's pumpkin flavored. So
ooh,
nice and autumnal for the episode.
Nice.
Cute.
I like the Chobani pumpkin stuff. I feel like they do a good job.
I do too. They do a really good job. It's hard because I typically love whole milk and whole milk creamers in the fall, especially the Chobani, just like regular creamer that has pumpkin in it. That stuff is amazing. But your girl has been on a bit of a lactose-free journey and it's been making me feel so good that I'm like, it's not worth it it will be worth it like on some very special occasions, but I drink like pumpkin coffee like every day. So I needed something that was more long-term sustainable.
Yes, you can't be having a stomachache every day in the name of pumpkin spice latte.
That's
True. True.
Isa, what you drinking?
It's not as cute as it was, but I made a cappuccino with a little bit of a caramel drizzle on the top. Yum. I'm not as good as a Starbucks barista, so maybe I need to watch some TikToks on that. How they make the drizzle like so cute and pretty. But you know, we're working on it, and then I put cinnamon on it.
Delicious.
Love it. I'm so pumped to go through and get like all of my fall stuff down because my fall mugs are put away with my fall decor. And I was at Anthropologie the other day looking and I was like, wait, these pumpkin mugs are so cute. And I completely forgot about all the ones I have. And I know it's just going to feel so special to like unwrap them and get to drink out of them for the first time. I can't wait.
Do we have any life updates to share since our last chat?
I feel like we chatted like 2 days ago. It was last week, wasn't it?
I know. We were like cranking these episodes out, so I feel like there's not that much to catch up on in between.
My dog fostering for the day. That's the only thing.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us about your passion.
Puppy dog.
Yes. I fostered Mimi, a 3-year-old little cutie. I think she was an American pit bull. I think she was the cutest little sweetest dog ever. They basically do this program at the shelter called Paw Venture. And you get there like at 9 a.m. and you look through a little catalog with all these dogs that they've like pre-approved. And my friend Yesenia, she ended up picking the dog. So she picked Mimi. She says she's only ever had boy dogs. So she wanted to get a girl dog and have a little girly day. So I was like, okay, perfect. The dog ends up coming to my house because it's so hot and we were not going to be all day with the dog outside. And luckily there's like not much in my house. Like we don't have too many things. So it just like took me 3 seconds to kind of look around for things that the dog could knock over and stuff.
Puppy proof
And then we
it.
let her in and it was literally like bull in a china shop. Like the poor thing hasn't been out in forever and I think had been at the shelter for almost a year or like several months. So like they haven't been in a home in a long time and like have access to like a couch. The first thing she does is run onto the couch and I was just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But we have leather couches, so it was okay because she couldn't like get them dirty. We just like wipe them off.
Yeah.
And she just wanted love. She just wanted to be in our lap all day. Like we threw the ball around with her, trying to get her energy out. It was the cutest thing. Oh, it broke my heart to have to give her back.
I saw you took her for a puppuccino.
Yeah, we took her for a puppuccino. I'm like literally sobbing. Yesenia and I sobbed like various times throughout the day, just as like the joy of seeing this dog so happy. And then when we took her back, like our eyes are welling up. We're like literally telling anyone in the lobby of the shelter, like, this is the best dog ever, please.
That's
it
so
was
sweet.
So heartbreaking, but it was a great day. And I hope she gets adopted soon. I've been posting a lot about her. They ask you to like make content and like put it on your stories and do as much as you can. And I want to take her out on another paw venture because now we have a bond.
The concept of a paw venture is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
The cutest thing in the world. You have such a beautiful heart for these animals. And it's just like so sweet to hear about your adventures at the shelter and just like how much love you pour into them. They're so lucky to have you.
Thank you.
That's so true.
You guys are so sweet. It's heartbreaking, but also like heartwarming. I don't know how to explain it.
I got just like a little taste of fall this weekend in going to Knoxville. We went to the University of Tennessee and it always just like feels like fall when we go, especially when we go in like August, because obviously we went for school for 4 years. And it was so nice to be in like the crispy weather, but it did make me really homesick because my sister and my nephew and her family live up there. And so I'm feeling a bit homesick after the visit, but it was just because like I love Tennessee so much and it was so special to get to go back. I had a moment where I was sitting out on the porch of our Airbnb and I was reading and I had like Noah Kahn music playing in the background and I was in the shade and so it was like in the upper 60s where I was sitting and sipping on a coffee and I was like, I think life is perfect in this moment right here. It was so heavenly, so heavenly.
Oh, I love a crisp fall morning. There's nothing like it.
What about you, Soph?
I don't really have much of a life update other than we just had a really nice cozy weekend at home. I did some baking. We had a little celebration for my mom's birthday because she's in today's her actual birthday, but she's in California. I made this tiramisu chocolate cake. It was beautiful, if I do say so myself. And I kind of like winged this recipe. Like I was really shocked that it turned out. And now I can like truly consider myself a baker because I've never done that before.
Put her on the Great British Baking Show.
That's what I'm
saying. She is ready.
That's what I'm saying. Another life update, I guess, is I'm just feeling fully in the fall spirit because like we mentioned, the pumpkin spice lattes are out at Starbucks. And something about that, I know it's so silly, but like something about that is like, okay, this signifies the beginning of something new. This is amazing. It is time. So this morning I took out a bunch of like my pumpkins and my fall decor and I'm starting to like spread it around the house. I don't go that crazy with fall decorations, but you will be seeing pumpkins everywhere. And I have like a little autumn wreath I'm going to put on the front door. It makes me so happy.
Exciting.
I love that for you.
Thanks. Have we started any new books since we last chatted? Or watched any new shows? Anything? No.
Yes.
You guys, I feel like I'm like the bad student of this podcast. Like I'm like the bad one. I just
doesn't
like
do the reading. No.
I do my reading. I'm not spark noting. I do the reading, but I do like the reading and that is all.
Only the
and then like
reading.
we come back and you guys have done like 50 books plus the assigned reading and you have like all your notes and I'm just like, how? When? No, I do know how. I watch a lot of shows and I probably should not, but
that's where the time goes.
I feel like what helped me too was like I always have my book with me instead of like scrolling. Like if I'm like waiting in line at the grocery store, well, first of all, I started listening to books on tape when I'm at the grocery store and that like changed it, like audiobooks.
Life changing.
But also like anytime I'm waiting around, instead of scrolling my phone, I just like open my book and like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, like it makes such a difference. I only have one book left in my summer bucket list of reading.
Me too. Look at
the
us.
end of an era.
We're finishing it. I finished Beach Read and I actually really liked it. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I really liked it.
Okay, good.
And then I ended up swapping. I had Paradise Problems as my other like romancy kind of book that I was reading, and I swapped it for One Italian Summer because I wasn't going to be able to get my hands on Paradise Problems before end of summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about 70% of the way through with this, and I'm really, really loving it.
Ooh.
It's been such a fun, perfect end of summer read.
Yay. I love that. What have I... Oh, I started reading The Blue Bistro, which is the last book on my TBR. I'm only like 3 chapters in on audiobook, but so far I'm really liking it. And I also have read quite a few things since we last talked, but I'm like blanking. Oh, I read Sophie Kinsella's novella. I got an ARC for it on NetGalley.
Yeah.
And Sophie Kinsella, if you guys don't know, is my all-time #1 favorite
She's
author.
your shopaholic girly, right?
Yes. Shopaholic girly. I love her so much. And this book was so, I mean, I'll talk about it more when it actually gets published because it's kind of silly like talking about it when it doesn't come out until October. But it's about her. It's basically like a fictionalized autobiography, like story of how her life is right now because she has brain cancer. And so it's basically her story. It's called What Does It Feel Like is the title. So I should have said that in the
Wait,
beginning.
does she actually have brain cancer?
Yeah, she was diagnosed with brain cancer, and she announced it just a few months ago on Instagram, like shared it with all the readers. And then, yeah, she wrote a novella like about her. It's literally almost like scene for scene things that she's experienced. Like in her author's note, she says like all this very specific stuff actually happened to me, but like she gives the character a different name and the children different names and stuff. But it's based on her. Like it was so incredibly moving and emotional. I was reading it in the bathtub and I was sobbing, but I was also like laughing. I was like laughing and crying at the same time because she's hysterical. And I obviously don't love reading like heavy, really sad books. It's not really my vibe. Obviously, Jolly Cove is all like fun, lighthearted, beachy, silly books. Not all silly, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I obviously was going to read this because it's Sophie Kinsella and I love her, and I was going to read anything she ever writes. And I was nervous because I knew it was going to be really heavy and sad. There were so many moments of like lightheartedness and levity, and it was so heartwarming that it really like balanced out the sadness, which obviously you need. And like that's how a lot of people cope with really intensely sad stuff. And so that was the case for her. She's like, I was really apprehensive about like releasing this book or even writing this book, but this is like how I've been able to cope with it. Just writing has always been my outlet and all this stuff. So anyway, it was just so beautiful. I said I wasn't going to talk for a long time about it, but here I am. It was just amazing. And it's only like 100, maybe 125 pages, something like that.
Oh, wow.
But so impactful, so beautiful. There's so many like beautiful quotes in it. I'll remind you guys whenever it's published, but wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's so special.
Aww.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind of books.
That.
I need to move on before I start crying. Oh my gosh. Other than that, I don't know if I talked in the last episode or if I'd finished it when we chatted last, but I read The X-Files by Jessica Joyce, and it was not my favorite. I gave it like a solid 3 stars, which is so sad because I went into it thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to love this because everyone raved about it so much. And I feel like sometimes, more often than not, when people are like raving about a book, or especially a romance, and then I read it, I'm just like, what are you guys talking about?
Like you're not getting it.
Yeah. So that's how I felt about this book, but it was good. Like I listened to it on Audible, so it was nice to, pass the time, but not obsessed. Have you guys been watching anything good?
Nothing new. I'm rewatching Gossip Girl because that's what I wanted to like rewatch for summer. It was on my summer rewatch list. Also, I did finally catch up on Outer Banks. I wanted to get caught up on that before end of summer. Nice. And this 3rd season was like kind of amazing, so I loved that. If anyone wants to chit chat Outer Banks, hit me up in the DMs because I loved it. And Gossip Girl is always just so fun, and I feel like it's a nice primer to get ready for fall because there's like so many like fall episodes, and like anything with Autumn in New York, like just sign me up immediately. Like I just love it so much. So it's been fun to watch that as I'm getting ready to do like my annual rewatch of Gilmore Girls and like all that stuff. I did start the new Emily in Paris season, and I got a couple of episodes in, and I was having fun with it.
Yes.
Wait, it's out?
Yeah.
Isa, I
Sophie
sent a PSA to the group. It shows how much you're reading my messages.
Excuse me? Let's be nice.
We do have 2 group chats. So one that's like a Jolly Good
There is 2 group chats. Thank you so much,
and one that's like just our trio group chat.
It's a lot.
So like
we can combine them if you guys want to. If
no.
I love keeping them separate.
We need the organization.
Okay,
one is like business and one is pleasure.
Yes, truly.
Agreed. It helps a lot.
It does. No. I love that. And I love we branded it. We have our little logo on it. Like it makes me feel so legit.
It's really cute. It's really cute.
Obsessed.
Okay, yes, Emily in Paris. They dropped the first 5 episodes, and the next 5 episodes come out like in a month. It's so annoying the way that they've
I'm going to watch that right after this.
I hate that they're doing this now. Someone posted this thing. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember it. It was like with Emily in Paris, it's like every time like a new season comes out, I can remember nothing about the season that came out before, and like I love it. Like keep giving us more. I can't remember the exact quote, but it was just like, it's so chaotic. Like these characters grow not at all. They're literally in the exact same places they were before, like emotionally, maturity wise, like 0 growth, 0 depth, but give me more. Like I love it. I can't wait to watch season 25 of this.
Are you both caught up? Are you both caught up on it?
I still have 2 episodes left.
I'm caught up.
I cannot wait. I'm going to watch tonight and I'm going to text you guys about it. I'm obsessed with Camille.
Camille. She's
the it girl. She's everything. Her style, her just like
no, I love her.
The air of like she just gives it girl.
She's serving looks for sure. She looks insane.
No,
in a good way. Positive.
Serves. I've been watching new shows, so I do have to tell you about them because I've been very excited to share this. So I recently started watching The Morning Show on Apple TV because Mario and I finished watching Love Island. And so now I have a gap in my availability of shows. And I was like, okay, I need to take up something new. And I was like, I need one for me because we have like our us shows. And then I need like a me show that I could have like on the background while I do stuff. Yeah. So this show, have you guys heard of it?
Yes.
It's with Jennifer Aniston. No, Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. They're co-anchors on like a Good Morning America, basically. Okay. And the show really examines like the culture behind this broadcast station after there's these sexual misconduct allegations that go down. It's just like so much tea over what's going on behind closed doors at the network. I binged literally season 1 in a weekend. Okay. And now we're on season 2 and it's so good. And I also am watching another show on Apple TV that just came out. There's only 3 episodes, so if you want to get on it, it's like very, very doable. The reason I watch this show is because my friend, who is also my horseback instructor, his sister is in the show, like a main character. And she lives in LA and whatever. And he told me about how his sister's in it, and I was just I want to be supportive. I'm going to watch it. And I'm like seeing she's the main character with Vince Vaughn, like is the love interest. And I was like, what? Like this is major. So it's really funny because the whole time I'm like taking pictures, watching it and sending it to him being like, your sister is insane. This is so great. Like tell her I love her.
That's amazing.
But the show's also extremely good. It's if you like what's suspense thriller. It's called Bad Monkey. It's based in Florida. So like if you're from Florida or you live in South Florida too, like you're gonna love it because it's all like Miami, Key West area. So it's very familiar and just beautiful. Like everything is very beachy and like coastal and stunning. Like the shots are beautiful. But it's a show about a detective that's like pulled back into the detective work because he was like, I guess, retired when a tourist finds a like a severed arm while they're on a fishing trip.
Oh,
but it's so good. If you like thriller, mystery, Florida, coastal, beachy stuff, you'll be into it.
Sounds fun.
That does sound so good.
Ooh, okay. Thank you for sharing that.
I found the Emily in Paris quote thing.
What?
That I was talking about that I saw that like
shook
me to my core because it's so true. It says, beyond excited, my girl Emily in Paris is back. I've watched every episode and have not a single memory of last season, the names of any characters, or anything else aside from the fact that she has a job in Paris. It's perfect TV. May it run for 1,000 seasons.
No, 100%.
Agreed.
I was like, this is so real, because as soon as season 4 opened, I was like, who are all of you? Like, obviously the core people, but every time I'm like, what is happening? What is this company that they're all like talking about? Like, I felt so lost. And I even went back and watched like the season recap, and I was so confused. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna ride this wave.
We watched the season recap. It's like long. It's like 5 or 7 minutes long.
It was so long.
I was watching it and I was like, I know that I watched this. I have zero recollection of anything up until like they showed like part of the wedding scene. And then when Camille, spoiler alert, says that she's pregnant, I was like, oh yeah, she is pregnant. What the heck? And I completely, fully blocked out all of that for some reason. But it was fun to like get a little recap and then
100%.
dive into this new season. But you don't really need it. Like,
no. Because let me tell you, it makes no difference.
Yeah. The guy with the white hair, who's like her coworker at the agency, Luke.
Oh yeah.
He carries the whole season.
No, he's the best. I love him.
He is the funniest. Like, he was funny in the previous seasons, but this season he's like the main character. Like, he is so the funniest. Funny. I was actually peeing my pants and we were like rewinding and rewatching his scenes like multiple times because we couldn't get enough. I was like, he's so good. Issa, you've got a treat for you.
Yeah, you guys, tonight. You're gonna get my live text, I can't wait. Live time tweets. When I start watching it.
Other than that, I started watching Only Murders in the Building again.
Ooh.
Well, I only watched season 1. Josh and I watched it together like when it came out. And then for some reason we like dropped off and didn't watch season 2. And I saw that season 4 is coming out. Like, it either just came out or it's coming out really soon. So I was like, what the heck? We need to like catch up and be on this, because this is such a cozy show to watch in the fall. So we watched a couple episodes of season 2 last night, and I'm so back into it. I'm obsessed. Like, Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena. It's just the perfect show.
So perfect. It's
so cozy. I just love it so much. Okay, diving in to the actual cozy fall chat. I don't know if I introed it properly, but we're just talking all things fall, our favorite fall traditions, our fall TBRs, our favorite movies to watch in the fall, our favorite fall treats, all the cozy vibes. I did a similar episode like solo last fall, and it was so fun and people loved it so much. So I just know it's going to be a million times better with the girlies together. And I can't wait. So let's dive right in. What are your favorite like top traditions that you do in the fall, either as a family or with your friends or whatever, that make you feel cozy and feel the fall vibes?
In my house, like every Saturday morning, I have my coffee in a Tennessee mug. There's like a specific one if the Vols are playing, because like I'm a little bit superstitious when it comes to Tennessee football. And we watch College game day in the morning, and then we watch the Tennessee game whenever that is. And I'm so excited because this Saturday is the first football game of the season. And I always sip on Spooky SGs throughout the season, which is an iced chai with pumpkin cream cold foam on top. And it is so beyond delicious. I can't wait to get my first one, especially because they're doing a dairy-free cold foam. Ooh. So it means I can still have it. And what else did I write down, or some other traditions? I always do like a Gilmore Girls rewatch. So that is a big tradition for me. Wesley and I always try and go to like some type of pumpkin patch. I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's any more. We usually end up in Tennessee one weekend in the fall, so I want to do that again. But yeah, those are my autumn traditions.
I love it.
I just did one. Like, I just thought of one.
Yeah, me
probably
too.
More, but
me too. But my other things are like sprinkled throughout the other answers, kind of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of have the same thing going on. Like, under the fall bucket list, I have more, but the one fall tradition I can think of that really stands out in my head is every year my mom and I would always make these Oreo cookie turkeys. I'm gonna send you guys a photo in the group chat, cute. So you know what I'm talking about. Should I show a photo for you too?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
like
so
that.
Cute.
That's adorable.
I need to make that.
We would make these every year, and then around like Thanksgiving, we'd go to school, and then I'd give them to all my teachers, and I'd bring them for all like our class. And then I think once I got to college, we just like, when I would come home, we would just do it for fun, and I'd give them to my friends and stuff. So it's really something I think that we've pretty much done every single year. And it's so fun because we get to like, bond and get in the kitchen, make them, and we're like eating them. Well, I'm like eating the stuff half the time. But it's a good idea. So if anybody needs an idea for something to like bring to a party, or just like you need like a gift for your child's teachers.
It's so cute. I'm going to do it with my niece, Caribe.
It's the funnest.
I feel like the main thing that comes to mind for a fall tradition that like marks the beginning of fall is making a chili in my crock pot. Just like a delicious fall chili. My mom did it my whole life growing up, like as soon as September hit, and she makes it throughout the whole like autumn fall season. But just like having your first chili of fall, for some reason, just nothing hits more nostalgic and cozy than that.
I love that.
I love it so much. I do like put some funky, I don't know if it's funky, but I would say like my secret ingredients for my chili to like level it up: red wine and cinnamon, like a little bit of cinnamon in your chili. Divine.
Oh,
that sounds so delicious.
That sounds amazing.
You can't put too much or it can get a little crazy, but that's a fun like kicking off fall tradition that we do. Okay, how about any fall activities that like get you in a cozy fall mood?
For me, it's like not necessarily something I do every day, but like on the weekends, doing like pumpkin cinnamon rolls, like doing some type of like pumpkin treat that's like very special.
Sounds so good.
Fall activities for me, I would say like baking. Obviously, I love to bake, so I'm baking all year round. But specifically in the fall, there's just like more fun stuff to bake, like all the pumpkin things and like apple things. I just love it. Cooking more at home, especially in the crock pot, like looking up fun crock pot recipes, trying new stuff. Reading seasonal books obviously is like a number one thing that makes me feel so like immersed in the season and so cozy. Going to Disney World in the fall when it's
my gosh, yes.
As soon as it gets a little chilly in the air and you can wear a sweater to Disney, nothing hits like a Disney fall day. Because it's so
wearing a
sweatshirt
so much. To Disney, iconic.
For some reason, biking down to the farmer's market in the fall just hits so different for me. Because like biking down and getting like a little pumpkin coffee and then like getting like my Honeycrisp apples and getting veggies and coming home and making like some type of, I'm not a big chili person, but I love a good like veggie soup. And so getting the stuff to make soup and like then putting on football while you make your soup and you're sipping your coffee from the farmer's market.
Too cozy.
It's the best. There's nothing better. I also feel like going to like a pumpkin patch and just like experiencing, there's one that's really close to our house that's like a coffee shop and they like set up a pumpkin patch in the backyard, and just like seeing all the pumpkin patches, like all the churches and stuff when you're driving around just like makes it feel like it's in the air. I don't know.
Yeah. There's nothing like a pumpkin patch. Should we dive into our favorite fall shows and movies to watch, or like the things that we like to consume in the fall?
100%.
I've like categorized mine from like I've got a list of shows and a list of movies. Do you want me to just like rattle them off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So currently I already mentioned I'm watching Only Murders in the Building. I feel like it's a very perfect fall show because it's a cozy mystery. The Great British Bake Off. I think they call it the Great Baking Show or something in the US.
Such a vibe.
It's on Netflix. We all know it. We all love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. I'm obsessed with Paul Hollywood. I'm obsessed with Prue. Noel Fielding. I love it so much.
So cute. So cozy.
I think the next season starts in a few weeks, like this month. In September, it always starts the new season. So I can't wait for that. Also, you mentioned Gossip Girl for summertime. I always watch it in the fall just because there's all the fall episodes. Like
all
you
the
mentioned,
fall episodes, yes.
Just autumn in New York is perfection. Traitors is such a good show for the fall. So atmospheric.
That's what I had listed. So good.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, is she going to say it?
I've actually only seen one season, and it was Traitors UK season 1. And it was some of the best reality TV I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know why I haven't
seen the US version. It is so good too.
I've been saving it for the fall, I think, because I need to have the full vibe.
Especially if you like Bravo shows, you'll enjoy it even more because of how many Bravo stars and Love Island stars. Like, they're really doing the most.
I don't know if the second season's the same, but the first season of Traitors UK is all just normal people, like like no names, like they're not celebs or anything. And then I saw that US is like all reality stars, so I think that would add a whole nother layer of like intrigue. But
season 1 for US was normies and reality stars mixed, which added an interesting
wait, I
element
love that.
because it was like people that legit, like, you had no clue who they were. And then season 2 was, I think, all celebrities. And now the new season, I think they won a few Emmys. And so a ton of like funding, I guess, is being poured into it, a lot of support. So the season 3 cast was revealed, and it's gonna be insane. Like Tom
Oh my
Sandoval is on it, people from Summer
Stop.
House. Like, it's gonna be insane. They have a lot of like great people from these shows like The Challenge that have or Big Brother that have like a really strong gaming background, which just adds to the strategy of it all. And they're clicky too, which makes it even better. Like, all the Bravo people are very clicky, and then they're clicky by show too. So like once people start getting eliminated, they're like, the housewives really stick together. And the people from the other networks are like, oh, housewives have a pact. And then some of the girls on Housewives are like, we do not have a pact. Like, I hate these women. Like, what are they talking about? Like, it's just like funny. It's really good.
You would love it because remember in the last episode you were talking about how you love like having all the puzzle pieces and waiting for the people to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like you're watching them figure it out. That's the whole thing of traitors because you know who are the traitors.
Traitors? Oh, like traitors. Like
yes.
Turning against. I think you meant like traitors.
Yeah.
Like I'm passing off. I was like,
no, traitors.
Huh? Okay. I'm trying to look up this show. Like I cannot find anything like what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's so good. I think those are all the shows. And then of course Gilmore Girls. I need to get into it at some point this fall, which I'm excited about. Okay, those are shows. For movies, I have You've Got Mail, number 1. I feel like we're gonna have overlap because it's just like the classics, you know? Oh, it's so good. Twilight.
Yep, overlap.
There's nothing like
nothing better.
A good Twilight marathon in the fall. It's heaven. Also, nothing hits like a Hallmark movie in the fall. Like one of the
100.
corniest movies you can find. Like you're at the apple orchard and like the owner has to sell his farm and then someone comes and saves. Like it's just the best. I love it so much.
It's always the selling of the farm and someone
and
like
the big
from
city
New York
girl
comes in.
Well, she was gonna buy it, but then she realizes no, she needs to save it. Yeah.
She falls in love with the owner.
Yeah, those are the vibes.
The best. I only have 2 on here. Gilmore Girls. Well, I'm gonna finish Gossip Girl and then Gilmore Girls, and then You've Got Mail. Favorite fall movie in the world. Honestly, I'll probably watch When Harry Met Sally because it goes through the seasons and like there's that classic Autumn in New York scene there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Harry Potter. For those of y'all who don't know, my husband works for Universal, and so he's just like already loves Harry Potter, but like during the months of September to December, at any given point, if we do not have like football on or something we're watching, like Harry Potter will be on in this house. It's just always on, and it's just like so special because it's kind of like our cozy fall thing. We were talking about things we were excited about and like things we were looking forward to. Cozy nights in the Wizarding World at Universal is like my favorite thing. With like a hot butter beer, just like listening to the music. Oh, it is so heavenly. And then I feel like there was one more I was gonna say, but there's the only 2 that I wrote down. So I'll go with like that's my for sure is the ones that I want to watch.
Yeah. I love that.
I put down Stranger Things as a fall show.
So true.
Because I only started watching Stranger Things last year in preparation for Horror Nights because there was a Stranger Things house. This is where a lot of my content stems from. So I look at what's going to be houses at Horror Nights, and then I make a list, and I have to make sure I've seen all of the shows or movies so that when I go, like it's an experience and I fully know what's going on, which is like sometimes traumatizing because some of these movies are like really
too
rough.
Scary.
So, but I have to have the context, because it makes the house that much better. So Stranger Things, I need to watch for the second time. Amazing. I have Gilmore Girls, Twilight, Halloween Town.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, that was a big one. Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Yes, I knew.
And then I have spooky movies in prep for Halloween Horror Nights. Obviously, there's a lot of I think I need to watch right now that I know of A Quiet Place. I've seen it, but I need to like rewatch, freshen up the brain because that's going to be there.
I love that movie.
Ghostbusters is also going to have a house, so I need to watch that. Beetlejuice is coming out. That's not related to Horror Nights this year, but I just need to watch it because that's going to be incredible. A Series of Unfortunate Events. Not the new one, which I heard there's like a new one that I should watch on Netflix, but the OG, Lemony Snicket.
With Jim Carrey.
That's so creepy and incredible.
Awesome.
Yes,
that's a good one. That's like a deep cut. I forgot about that.
Like such a nostalgic movie. That could be nightmares. Like, oh, so good.
Yeah.
And then aside from this, and Sophie, you're going to love this because this wasn't like following the rules of shows or movies, but this was like a side note. Christmas, like Vlogmas. I rewatched Tanya Burr, Zoe Sugg, Zoella, like all the Brits and anyone else that gives cozy vibes. Like
you're watching
I'll rewatch their old ones
before December.
Well, this is like leading up. I'll rewatch it, and then once we get into December, I'll watch the real ones. But
watch the new Vlogmases. Oh my gosh,
the new
I'm
ones.
obsessed.
For you.
That's such a good call.
It really, there's something about watching the old ones that does something for me.
I should do that, like starting in November, because that's when I start to get in my Christmassy mood.
Yeah, because it just like starts the Christmas vibes. It gives you inspiration of what to do. What should I be eating? What should I be cooking? Where should I be going? Clearly to the UK.
Sophie, your Vlogmas videos when you were living at the house you're in before you're in your house now, those are like some of my favorite. That's like deep cut Sophie Louise Stein YouTube videos, but they were just like so cozy.
I'm so glad you feel that way, because for me that was like such a dark time in my life. Not really. I'm joking. It was just like we were trying to buy our house, and it was just like such an intense waiting season for us that I was just like, we got to go. So I was distracting myself with doing vlogs.
I love
which
them.
which worked well. Thank you. Yeah, I've been starting to play with the idea of coming back to YouTube this fall. We'll see.
I need you to. We've been waiting.
You guys are so supportive, and I love it. And I've been waiting for you, Issa. The whole world has been waiting for you.
When's she gonna start?
This is not about me.
Yeah.
This is about you guys.
She may come in with a bang for Vlogmas. Imagine if she just started out and did Vlogmas.
Imagine just
like
daily vlogs.
This just seems like I don't know. I'm gonna keep thinking about this.
Okay, you think about it. We need to make it happen. Do you guys have a favorite fall treat that you love to enjoy?
This was my favorite question of the entire question lineup.
I felt silly putting it on there, but I'm like, I need to know, like, what are the treats?
Amazing choice. It was like so niche, but incredible.
Okay, good.
This reminded me of when we went to Trader Joe's. Didn't we go to Trader Joe's during the fall? And we bought a lot of stuff. And I remember like taste testing them on the roof of the car. Like we were putting stuff in the parking lot, like on the car, and because we had so many snacks, and we were like eating them, testing them. Like, it's so good. That's literally what I have. The chocolate mousse. I looked up the name because this is iconic, top tier, number one Trader Joe's snack. The chocolate mousse pumpkins. Those were life changing, and they're so cute. They would look incredible on a charcuterie board. They'd look incredible on a spread.
For YouTube.
So festive.
Those are divine.
10 out of 10 taste, 10 out of 10 presentation.
Chocolate mousse pumpkins. I kind of forgot about them. Oh my gosh, I'm adding them to my Trader Joe's list.
The minute they're out, I'm getting those. I also have the maple oat beverage. They always have like their oat beverage. Depending on the season, they're different. They're like brown sugar and stuff, but the maple one is really good. And then the pumpkin brioche bread.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm writing all these down.
Good.
Incredible. The pumpkin bagels, and those don't necessarily have to be from Trader Joe's. Like the pumpkin bagels are pumpkin, like the Thomas. I always get the fall like swirl flavor of the Thomas English muffins because I like to make these. Well, my family calls them McMommies because they're like McMuffins, but my mom made them, and now we just like make them all the time. But they have like egg, turkey, bacon, cheese, and like jam. The jam you like, Soph, like that brand.
Maman.
What is it called?
Bon
Maman with the plaid top.
Yeah.
You put that, so it's like savory sweet. And then we just use normal English muffins, but during the holidays, you got to get your paws on the swirl cinnamon pumpkin ones, and they just take it to the next level.
You're making me so hungry.
Number one on my list is obviously a spooky SG. Like, I love getting,
of course, iconic.
My spooky SG.
So iconic.
The autumnal harvest soup from Trader Joe's is so good. All you have to do is heat it up on a stove, and it's like squash, pumpkin, butternut squash, tomato basil. It's divine. I kind of actually want to make a version of that this year as well. The pumpkin spice batoons, they're like a little wafer that's filled with like a pumpkin spice cider from Trader Joe's. Wesley and I obviously do our own thing to it. The apple cider donuts from Trader Joe's. I'm not going to be able to have those this season, but they've been really good in the past. The butternut squash mac and cheese bites.
I have heard about that everywhere. Like, you look up any fall treat and that comes up.
I'm writing down such a big list right now.
The pumpkin bagels, like Issa said, and then the pumpkin cream cheese. The little fall leaf corn tortilla chips are so good. And there's actually a fall harvest salsa that is absolutely divine, 1,000,000 out of 10. And then obviously they have their pumpkin waffle mix. Oh, the fall pasta, it's like called fall pouchette pasta, I think. No, sorry, fall duchette pasta. And it's shaped like pumpkins. Oh, so good and so fun.
I need it.
The pumpkin cheesecake croissants.
Stop it. Yeah.
Oh, and the cinnamon rolls, of course, the pumpkin cinnamon rolls.
Oh my goodness.
So good. I just wrote down one thing from Trader Joe's. It's the little mini hold the cones. They're like little tiny mini ice cream cones, but it's the pumpkin spice flavor. It's like pumpkin flavored ice cream. It's unbelievable. They're so good. And like the perfect little size treat for like after dinner, a little sweet treat. So good. And then I have from Chick-fil-A, the autumn spice milkshake. Life-changing. Have you guys not had it?
Never heard about that. What?
You're kidding. I think it's been out for a few years. It's basically like a pumpkin pie and a milkshake. There's even like little crunchy bits of like spiced cookie in it that you get little bites of, so it kind of tastes like pie, like the pie crust. It is so unbelievably good. I'm so sorry, SG, because it's fully so much dairy, but like if you want to risk it, it might be worth it.
If you want to risk it,
you want to be ill,
or I can get one and you can just like taste it.
Yeah, you get one and I'll taste it.
It's so good. I need to try to figure out how to make one at home that's like a little bit of a healthier version, because can't be doing that every day. Oh, I wrote down like my pumpkin spice sauce that I just made the other day, because that's just amazing. And then there's a drink that I made. I think I made it for the first time last year. It's a half-baked harvest recipe for a smoky apple cider margarita. It's made with mezcal, the Trader Joe's spiced cider. I mean, you can use any cider, and like a few different ingredients. It is truly the best.
Please drop
one of the best cocktails I've ever had.
Yeah,
I will send it.
Yeah, I'm coming.
It's incredible. You put a little cinnamon stick in it. It's just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite cocktails I've ever made. So I'm very excited to make those again. I was going to make one tonight, but then I was like, I wanted to film the process of it, and I didn't have one of the ingredients, and I was like, ain't got time for that tonight.
Oh my
but
goodness,
I'm sure one will be making an appearance as a Jolly Drink.
You guys, I'm hungry, and this is making me more hungry.
My gosh, no, for real.
Same. Okay, do we have any favorite brands that we like to shop in the fall specifically?
I literally shop the same brands all year round.
That's what I was going to say. I only have one. I put Free People just because they're like ultimate cozy vibes all the time.
Yeah.
And they have the
that's a good mention.
I put Anthro because Anthro's like candles and like homeware section is always elite, but like especially in the fall. Free People I'm always at, but like kind of like you said, it's just like extra cozy in the fall. Magnolia. I visited the silos last fall for the first time, and like their decor is just so very like cottagey and autumnal to me, and like maybe that's the association I have. But like obviously there's the Hearth and Hand line at Target, but like actual Magnolia has some of the most like precious home pieces that aren't necessarily like fall specific but just feel like fall. And then Madewell, I like never want to shop at Madewell except in the fall. I feel like they give such fall vibes.
Okay, I love that.
I just have Abercrombie and Banana Republic. And Banana Republic is such a random one because it's like mostly professional stuff. Well, I feel like in my head it's mostly professional stuff. But I've gone there a lot for sweaters in the fall and winter time for travel because like we don't ever use a sweater. At least in Miami, you won't be using a sweater. But the sweaters I do have are like all Banana Republic and Abercrombie. They're really good quality. They like last and they're in the closet forever.
True. All the sweaters I've had from Abercrombie, like I still wear them to death.
Yeah.
Love them.
Same.
Do we have a fall bucket list? Because I try to think of like something really specific that I want to do. Like, because there's things that I do every fall, but like specifically for this fall, what is something I really want to focus on like doing?
I was the same way. I was like, okay, what are things that I'm like really intentionally wanting to do this fall? I really want to have like a coastal fall day, like go somewhere on the coast that also gives fall vibes. So I may have to go like St. Augustine, I feel like maybe where I want to go for that, because I've never been to St. Augustine and I know it's got like
You've never
similar vibes. I've never been. I know it's kind of got similar vibes to like Charleston, Savannah, like historic. So I feel like St. Augustine in the autumn will be really sweet and special. And I'm really like trying to, I feel like I really found my like aesthetic and vibe in like coastal motif this season and like really came into my style. And so I'm trying to figure out how to carry that into fall without like completely reinventing my entire wardrobe. And so like really leaning into the coastal fall and like the Florida girl fall aesthetic.
I love that.
Love it.
That's such a good point, because in Florida, like you literally have to.
It's so hard, yeah. And so I'm like trying to figure out, okay, I'm not in Tennessee, so like how can I make it feel like fall with my outfits that also still feels very coastal and Florida girl. So I'm excited to see. I'm going to be on a journey to figure out what that means.
I'm excited for the looks. I just have a couple things. I really want to perfect like an apple pie or an apple crumble recipe. I feel like I like crumble more than apple pie. But I've never, like I've made them a few times and I've never been like obsessed. So I really want to make like a really, really good one. And I want to make like for our Thanksgiving this year. I know we're quite a ways away from Thanksgiving, but I really want to like make all the desserts for my family Thanksgiving and just like really test myself as a baker.
Yeah.
You know?
So we're literally going to be playing this girl on the Great British Bake Off soon.
That is a choice.
Yeah. So friends need to come through so I can give away my desserts because I can't eat them all.
Please.
I would love that. And then I really want to go on a fall camping trip. Probably just like my family, because we haven't been camping in years. Yeah.
You want to sleep in a tent?
Yes.
On the floor?
I know. Well, I'll have like an air mattress or something, you know. It's not going to be like fully on the ground. But yeah, I want to go camping. I just think it sounds so incredibly
you're so right. That sounds cozy. So cozy.
We should have a fall retreat and we should go to the cabins at Fort Wilderness and
I will go camping little there. Cabin. That is my version
glamping.
Of camping.
I'll do that.
Glamping. Yeah. I'll glamp. Sophie, I want you to go camping. I want you to just like take it all in. I want you to send us the content. I want you to vlog it. I want to feel like I'm there, but I don't actually have to go there. So
100.
I'm really happy for you.
I will be contenting. I will be creating the content on this camping trip.
I will be contenting.
But I want to do it like not just in the woods, like not in my backyard. Like I want to go like to the beach. Like in St. Pete Beach, they have like a really beautiful like campgrounds, like where you're on the sand and it's really gorgeous. So you're not just like in the woods with nothing to do. It's like you can go swimming, you can fish, you can, you know, there's fun stuff to do.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Or even by like the springs. There's like beautiful national parks near us.
That would be beautiful. To me, I was thinking you were going to go to, like, the Smokies and camp. And I was going to be like, girl, there's, like, mountain lions up there. They will, like...
No. I'm scared. Like, I don't think in my daily life that I'm afraid of bears. Like, yeah, obviously I'm not going to mess with one. But, like, I have reoccurring nightmares of a bear, like, trying to enter my home. Like, really, at least once a year, I would say. I have a dream that a bear is, like, trying to, like, rip down our doors and, like, break through our windows. Isn't that weird?
Oh, that
like a grizzly insane.
Bear.
That's wild.
That is crazy.
I don't know what that means. Someone needs to analyze my dream. Okay, coming into our little bookish fall chat. So we can share like our coziest book recommendations. Maybe just, I don't know how many we have. I only have 3, which is kind of sad. I need to like, okay. I feel like I need to have a bigger list because fall's my favorite time of year and I love reading. But anyway, okay, let's
I was going to put Twilight, but I thought I can't do that.
You can definitely do that.
You absolutely should.
But that would just like show that I'm such an amateur.
It's fine. The people know.
There's like real bookie girlies on here.
You're a real bookie girl.
Listen to this. I don't know. I have imposter syndrome.
Please.
I'm becoming a bookie girl. I just don't have the
there.
experience that you all have and like the references, like the.
You will get there slowly but surely, but also it's like nice to have like a normal person on the podcast. You know what I mean? Not someone who's like a book freak, you know?
Thank you.
I
appreciate
full
that.
bookworm. Yeah, you bring some balance in.
100%. Also, we were talking about TV shows and like the celebrities. Like you bring all of that stuff. You bring us the pop culture that we literally need.
Thank you.
Pop culture queenie.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's do our coziest fall book recommendations.
So I would say I think Book Lovers would be such a cozy fall book because it takes place in like a small town, and so I don't know, there's something so cozy about small town. Love in Other Words I think would be so perfect for like a cozy autumn read, even though I think it kind of takes place in summer. I think it's just like perfect for autumn.
Yeah, it feels cozy.
I liked reading ACOTAR in fall. I just felt like it was very, I know that she's in spring court, but like, I don't know, that gives me like cozy fall vibes. And I think I had one more, just like the Harry Potter books. I've only read the first 3, but I think that those are just amazing. I have the rest of them on my like fall TBR, but I love those for autumn. I feel like those are all really basic answers, but those are my
No, that was really good
recommendations.
I feel like fantasy in general is like feels very
really
cozy fall vibes.
Feels very autumnal.
I love it. Okay, my number 1 recommendation: The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I need to look up the author's name, but it is the most wonderful, coziest, most atmospheric, magical book. There's romance. There's like the sweetest like found family vibes. It's just so good.
I love that. I just wrote that down. I really want to read that.
Please read it. I need to talk about it with someone. And I think she has another book coming out. The author is Sangu Mandana. Sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But I think she has another book coming out this autumn as well. I need to look into that because it needs to go on my TBR immediately.
Yeah.
The cover is really cute, but it doesn't do justice to like the actual story, in my opinion. Like I just think it's so fun and whimsical and cozy, of course. I don't know how many times I've said cozy in this episode. People are going to be like, yeah,
cozy season is upon us.
Yeah. My next cozy recommendation is one of our Jolly picks, Divine Rivals.
So true. That would be such a good,
that is a
cozy
good one.
fall book.
Also, I think I mentioned this on my episode last year as a recommendation, but I can't get over it. Like, it's just so good. The Golden Spoon by Jessa Maxwell. SG, have you read it yet? I know you have it.
I actually have it here. I have like a huge stack of my fall TBR books.
Oh my goodness.
I have the Golden Spoon. That's like the first one I want to read this fall.
I'm so excited for you to read it. Can't wait to hear what you think. I hope I haven't hyped it. I hope I haven't overhyped it. But I just found it to be...
It's going to be amazing.
Such a cozy mystery. It's literally a Great British Bake Off inspired murder mystery. Like they're on a baking competition in a tent. Someone's murdered and you're like going about figuring it out. And it's just, there's so many funny, quirky, interesting characters. And I just really enjoyed it. She also has a new book coming out this fall. I think it's a little bit spookier, less cozy mystery, more like creepy mystery. It's called I Need You to Read This, and it sounds really good.
That actually sounds so good.
Okay, those are all mine. And then obviously the classics, Twilight, Harry Potter.
We love.
Okay, do we want to talk about our fall TBRs?
TBR, let's get into it.
Yeah, the ones that we're like the most excited about. Because I could go on and on. SG, you've got a stack, and I can't wait to dive in.
I'm so pumped. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think I should have said this in my life update, but I got a library card, and it has changed my life. I'm so excited to have a library card. This is your sign to go get one. It supports our local, library systems, which they do so much good for the community. Not to turn this into, a library ad, but, they do so much for the community and, outreach, especially for, public education and for early intervention within public education. So, support your local libraries. I was reminded when I was in library of how much it touched me and impacted my life growing up. And I know you see all the time about local library branches shutting down, and I just can't imagine a world without a public library. So support your local public library. That's my soapbox for today. First book that I'm really excited to read is called The Chateau. And it's these girls go on a trip to this like retreat in France. And I don't know if someone is murdered or they wind up getting caught up in this like crime that's happening. I can't remember the exact premise, but I've had this on my shelf for forever, and I'm just excited because it's like girly in France, but it's like a little bit twisted in a way. So I think it'll be nice and cozy for the season.
I'm excited to read that. You told us about it a long time ago, and I've been excited.
Yes.
To read it this fall.
I think that will be fun. This one I got a really long time ago, and I just never got around to reading it. I think I read some of it, but I never got all the way through. Called The Sanatorium. I've had this on my TBR for forever. It's just like a nice spooky read. Someone goes missing, and it's like a mystery. But shouldn't be too spooky. None of these books are like that spooky. The Golden Spoon, obviously, we were talking about. So pumped for this one. A Most Agreeable Murder. When I was looking up cozy mysteries, this one just kept coming up, and it's like kind of like a Jane Austen meets Agatha Christie kind of novel, and I love Jane Austen and I love Agatha Christie, so I thought this would be a super fun thing to dive into this fall. And it's like Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's giving like Pride and Prejudice vibes, but also cozy. So I'm so pumped. And you read this, Sophie, right?
I didn't read it yet. I started to read it a while ago. I think it was when we were in New Zealand last year.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, for some reason I just didn't get into it, but I'm sure it's good. I probably, reading
setting
books is so
everything.
Weird.
Yes,
setting
100%.
Is everything. Your mindset is everything, because it does 100%. Sound so good, and the cover is so gorgeous. I really want to try it again. So I'm excited to hear what you think, and then maybe I'll pick it back up.
I'm so excited. I do have Harry Potter's 4, 5, 6, and 7 as books I want to read. And then I have Fourth Wing that I was able to check out from the library, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to it before it's due back. So like,
you haven't read Fourth Wing yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Wait.
Well, I may add this to the top of my list then. Because,
put it to the top.
Okay, because it expires. I have to finish it if I'm going to finish it by the 7th of September. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe you can renew it.
I hope so.
I meant to put Fourth Wing on my recommendations for fall. Sorry.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm even more excited then. And then I would love if I get around to it. The 5th ACOTAR, like the final ACOTAR book. I have not read that one yet. And I found it actually at a little library last fall. And again, it was just like life happened and I didn't get around to it. So I do have that on my like TBR shelf. If it happens, great. I'm not like bound and determined. And then this one I would love to read. If I can finish this in the next week, that would be amazing. I want to read Elin Hilderbrand's The Rumor. And I really, and I just feel like I know it's on Nantucket and it's summer vibes, but I feel like if I have to read this in the fall, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world.
No, it's going to be great.
So that is the start of my fall TBR. I'm hoping this will get me through October, and
I love it.
I'm pumped.
You've got some really good stuff on there. I'm excited. Okay, should I do mine? Isa, do you have one?
No.
You're so fun. We have like such a stack of books that we keep recommending to you, and every day you're like adding more and more and more. So you've got a TBR, but it's just extensive and it's not.
It's literally anything
specifically
you guys
fall
say.
themed. I'm jealous of all the amazing books you have in store for you. It's gonna be great.
I truly do. I get so excited every time I hear you guys describe these books, and then I'm just like, when? There's so many. But I'm excited. I have my list and I just need to get to it.
I'm excited for you. Okay, my fall TBR is very vague and like subject to change. I just kind of wrote some stuff that I'm like vibing right now, but like we'll see. There's some stuff that I know for sure I want to read, but anyway. So the first thing I have on there is that book I already mentioned, I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell. I have The Chateau as well that SG mentioned. I have this book called The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which basically looks
cute.
like, right? It looks like a Hallmark movie, like in book form. And the author's name is Lori Gilmore, and that is her pen name.
Stop.
It's her pen name because her books are like Gilmore Girls coded, I guess. Like I think it's like kind of like fanfic.
I'm writing this down.
But like not, but it is. You know what I mean? It's like inspired by.
Yes.
Because I went to the author's profile and I'm like, surely this is like a pen name because the last name's Gilmore and the first name's like a mix of Lorelai and Rory, right?
Rory, yeah.
On the author's bio on Goodreads, it says, if you wish you lived in Stars Hollow and that Lorelai and Luke would just get together already, then her books are for you. And I was like, well, that sounds cute and cozy and corny, and that's right up my street.
That's adorable.
And I think this book came out last year, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, or maybe the year before, and a lot of people were talking about it, but I never got around to reading it. And then I saw that she has one that comes out in like this week called The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. And if that's not calling my name, I don't know what is. Right?
I'm obsessed. What the heck? This is so cute.
I just can't wait.
This is so cute.
I need this like cheesy festive vibes in my life. I'm excited. It comes out on the 29th, so it'll be out by the time this episode is up. Okay, also on my TBR is Frederick Bachman. He's an author, and he's written a few books that I just keep hearing about. One is called A Man Called Ove. I think is how you pronounce it. And then he also wrote a series. I think there's 3 books, or there's going to be 3 books called Beartown. And it's not specifically like fall themed, I don't think, but something about like his vibe and the cover of his books look like autumn to me and look really cozy. And I think they're set in Sweden. Ooh. I might be making that up. They're set like somewhere very cold in Europe. So they looked really good, and people have been like raving about them on TikTok and like BookTube and stuff. So I'm excited to dive into his stuff. What else do I have on here? Oh, I might read a Stephen King this year. I tend to save like my thrillers to read in October, and I might read like 2 thrillers a year because I'm such a scaredy cat. Like when I'm reading them, I'm so locked in. I'm loving it, but I like hate the way that they make me feel like so creepy and like paranoid. I just hate that feeling. But I also am like I love a page turner, so it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel. But I think this might be the year that I finally read my first Stephen King novel. I don't know what to start with if any listeners out there are big Stephen King fans. And if you know one that's like entry level, not too horribly scary, but like, you know, still get the vibes, then send it my way. And then also like USG, I want to read Harry Potter. I think I'm just going to do Harry Potter 4 and 5 because I got up to 3 and I don't want to read all of them yet. I want to like save them for next year. So I think I'm going to read 4 and 5 and then watch.
So you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
Yeah. And then watch the movies 3 through 5. That's my plan so far. Okay. You guys don't even know what's up. We're about to do fall trivia, which I'm very excited about. I only have it on my outline because I was keeping the questions obviously secret. There's only 5 questions. It's going to be quick and breezy. And I honestly can't tell if these are like so incredibly easy that you guys are going to be like, duh. Or what. But anyway, I just love trivia in general, by the way, but like doing fall trivia is just, it's my dream. In another life, I'm like a trivia host that like goes around to pubs and does trivia for people, or cruise ships. It's the only reason why I love cruising so much.
I know you love trivia so much. We need to be playing all the time.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
She's in the trivia room. No, I didn't know that.
I'm not even that great at it, but I just love it. Like anytime.
Fact about you. We learn new things every day about you.
We're going to do some fall trivia. SG and Isa are going to play to win a gift. So the stakes are really high, guys. Okay, so be serious.
Yeah, what are we winning? I'm like, I'm stressed now.
You'll find out at the end. First question.
We don't get to know our prize till the end?
Yeah.
Okay. She just goes on. First question.
You know how you have like a buzzer? We don't have buzzers here. But like when I ask the question, whoever has the answer first, say pumpkin. And then you can answer. Okay, first question.
Good luck.
Best of luck. What are the 3 main ingredients in pumpkin spice?
Like the drink?
Pumpkin spice, like the mix that you buy at the grocery store. Like pumpkin spice mix.
Okay, wait. Pumpkin.
Oh, you have the answer.
Because I want to try the answer.
I was going to be like, no, pumpkin's not in it.
Yeah.
Okay, SG.
Wait, it's not?
I actually don't think it is. I think it's nutmeg.
Yep.
Cinnamon.
Yep.
Nutmeg, cinnamon, and
pumpkin.
No. Pumpkin's not in there. Is it
No.
Clove?
I'm saying,
Oh, she
can I
has
steal
answer.
from her? Can I go in?
Yeah.
Well, I had my third guess was Clove.
Oh, wrong. Sorry.
No, okay.
Pumpkin.
Okay, Issa, go. Crying. Issa, what's
Is
your
it nutmeg, cinnamon, sweet potato, or yam?
answer? No. That's a really good guess.
I'm so confident.
But it's all spices. There's no like pumpkin in it. It's just another spice. That's like a blend of 3 spices that makes up. Well, it says 3 main ingredients. So surely clove is in it, but it might not be one of the main
I
ingredients.
thought we were talking about like the puree that goes into pie.
No, we're talking about like it like looks like cinnamon. They like sell it as like a spice to bake
sugar,
to add
cinnamon,
on top.
Sugar, cinnamon,
no
and
sugar.
No.
It's like very spicy spice.
Yeah, it's not like cardamom, is it?
No, but that's a really good guess. It's more basic than that.
Okay.
Even more basic than clove, I would argue.
Okay.
Think about like things that you bake at Christmas time.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Is it thyme?
Basic?
No.
I'm honestly just proud that I just got nutmeg and cinnamon.
Yeah,
That's already, I'm taking
and
that as a
clove.
win.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to give SG the point here. Should I just tell you guys what the third one is?
Yeah, just tell us the third one.
Us.
Ginger.
Ginger.
What?
Okay.
Oh my
I never would have
gosh.
got that. Okay.
It's like so obvious, but like not.
Because I think of ginger like the root. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking the root, ginger, not like in a container ginger.
That makes so much sense though, now that you say it. Okay.
Next question. Name the 2 leading actors in You've Got Mail, and then you get extra points if you can name their character names as well.
Pumpkin.
I've never seen that movie.
Pumpkin.
Oh, sorry, Issa. Okay, SG, go.
Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks.
Queen. Can you name their...
It's one of my favorite fall movies of all time.
Can you name their characters as well?
It's funny because you said that, and I just like blanked on that. He works for Fox Books, so Fox is his last name.
Yes,
I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Fox.
Yep.
And she works at the library, or not library, the bookstore, but I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
Kathleen Kelly.
Kathleen Kelly.
And Joe Fox.
Yes,
I didn't remember his name
okay.
either. Okay, guys, ready? I think you're both are going to know this one really quick, so like get your pumpkins ready, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I'm having so much fun. Okay. Name the song, album, and artist that these lyrics belong to. Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place.
Pumpkin.
Gosh,
Taylor Swift.
Cry.
Taylor Swift.
Good job.
That was so loud. Wait,
Issa.
name the album or I will come in.
Issa, you need the album, the artist, and the song name.
Red.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
name.
All Too Well.
Good job.
Hello, All Too Well. Oh my god.
Correction, I believe it was All Too Well 10-minute version, Taylor's version.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean that works too, but I think it was those lyrics
good.
were both.
I was talking OG.
100%. No,
I'm
Issa,
crying.
you deserve that one. Trust.
You deserve that one for
Trust.
sure.
She
worked
deserved
for
that one. She did.
Okay. Next. This is like a history lesson. What was the original name for fall?
Pumpkin.
I think SG was a little bit earlier.
It was autumn.
Nope.
Autumn?
Nope. I know.
I'm shocked, honey. I was in tears almost. What?
Issa, do you have an answer?
No, that was my answer.
I knew like autumn is the obvious guess. Try to think what else it might be called. It's kind of hard.
Harvest?
Yes! Good job! How'd you do that?
Really?
Yes, you got it.
Oh my gosh.
You got it.
That was crazy.
That was really impressive.
Yay!
That was
so
really
exciting.
good. Yeah.
Yay. I think we're on a little bit of a lag again, but we're so close.
Next one.
That we just have to continue. Okay.
Yeah, it's no big
Next.
deal. Yeah.
Next question and final question to really seal in the winner here. Okay. What year did Gilmore Girls first air?
Pumpkin.
Issa was first.
Issa, you guess first.
2008.
Nope.
I think it was 1998.
No, but you're closer, SG.
Was it 96 or 94?
No, it was later.
Oh, it was 99?
2000.
Oh.
Okay, neither of you get the point for
That
that
was
one.
in the 90s for some reason.
Keep it going. We want another one.
I'm sorry. I was just the only questions I prepared. I wish I could keep going.
She didn't prepare well enough
having
for
a great
this.
time. Okay, wait. Here's another bonus question that I just thought of because I saw it and I just didn't add it to the outline.
Can we have trivia on every episode?
Literally, we need trivia every single episode.
I told you it's so fun. I'm obsessed. Okay, last question. What is a male turkey called?
Come on.
A gobbler.
Yes! SG! You knew it.
Stop! You're
was
cheating.
like, I
You
actually-
looked
no,
this up
I didn't.
beforehand. There's no way.
How did you know that?
I was like shocked that you weren't immediately being like
Fake,
gobbler.
fake.
Girl, I grew up in the deep south. When you go shooting for turkeys, you're shooting for a gobbler.
Way.
That was so fun.
That was crazy.
Wow. Okay, SG is the clear winner here. The clear winner.
But keep going. One more.
I can't. I'm literally crying. That's gonna have to wrap up trivia for tonight, but we should do more on every episode.
can we
I'm
do
gonna
a game
What
try
is
to-
show
my
episode?
prize? What is my prize?
Oh, so sorry. So the prize and like the trick of it all is that you actually both win because I wasn't actually just gonna give one of you a prize. You both get Starbucks gift cards to spend on pumpkins.
Oh my gosh. That's so
SG's
cute
face.
of you.
Like we both won.
SG's like,
I was
that's
like,
not right.
Excuse, like I won. I don't understand this.
crying.
Everyone gets a trophy? No. I knew
You're gonna
about
have to-
harvest and gobbler.
You're gonna have to up level
What do you
the
mean?
prize for SG. She's never gonna want to do trivia with us
I'm
again.
never gonna want to
We're
play
too
trivia again. If
expensive.
everyone is winning,
Seriously
like literally, what's the point?
I just have to spread the love, you know? You guys both tried so hard.
And we love that for me.
I understand. You can give
That
me an
was
extra
so
prize.
fun.
Make me one of those fancy. I want you to make me one of those fancy margaritas. So that can
Oh,
be my
done.
extra prize.
Done. Come over anytime. I will make it for you. Or I'll bring stuff to your house too. Whatever you want. You got
That
it.
was iconic.
That was so fun.
What a way to end this episode. And what a way to enter fall, y'all.
Yeah, I feel like we've
Yay.
really
Y'all.
welcomed this new season.
We
It's
have.
fall, y'all.
I'm really truly feeling like the magical fall vibes and I'm loving it.
100%.
So exciting.
Okay, well, I guess it's time to we've already talked about it in previous episodes, but just to let you guys know again, our next book that we are reading in the next episode is going to be For the Perfect Couple by Elin Hilderbrand. We're reading the book and we're watching the show.
Ooh.
So excited. The
Woo!
show, reminder, the show drops September 5th. It's a 6-episode limited series and all the episodes come out at once, which is great. So we can just like binge it. And I cannot wait to discuss with you guys. I'm so
Amazing.
excited. It's going to be good. Okay, I guess that wraps up this episode. I'm like sad that it's over because I had the best time ever. Thank you guys so much.
What a pleasure, ladies. It
Always
was
a joy.
amazing.
Thank you guys
Such
for
a joy.
listening.
Can we do a Christmas episode? Like,
Oh,
I love
100.
this.
Yeah, that's for sure happening.
Like entering the holiday season, entering spring, entering summer. Like this
Yeah.
is so exciting.
We should definitely do these seasonal episodes like every season.
We could even do like a spooky Halloween episode like for
Yes.
October.
And we can do more trivia. We can do like Halloween trivia.
Yeah.
We have to do trivia.
Okay.
Obsessed.
I love it. Well, thank
Obsessed.
you guys so much for listening. Don't forget, I always forget to ask you guys, but please, if you're listening and you're loving the podcast, leave a little review and rating wherever you're listening to this. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just like comment, say something, we'd love to see that you're here. And thanks again for listening. We love you so much, and we will see you in a few weeks. Love ya.
Love you, mean it.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.